This is the new AMD Ryzen 9 7950X and the Ryzen 5 7600X. And I, JulianTechTM, am the first person in Singapore, once again, to get my hands on it. I have this strong sense of responsibility, having this opportunity to create content that's useful to you, my viewers. But it's not going to be easy. This is the journey on finding out PP. Performance and price. With these two P's, I can give you a conclusion on where the 7000 series stand in the CPU lineup. You would think it would be easy to get performance because I've done it before many times, but now I want to be more accurate and do more benchmarks and more results. And for price, you might even think it's easy as well. It's easy after the product releases, not when you get it early. So follow me in this journey as I go through all the benchmarks and struggles of getting a day one review. In a way, I'm competing with Linus Tech Tips, Jace 2 Cents, Gamer Nexus, and basically every international tech YouTuber on YouTube. So I have to make this review more localized, give you a bit more journey and more spice. Let's look at the CPU itself, okay? So one thing that stands out the most is the heat spreader design. On the left is the new 7000 series and on the right is the 5000 series. One problem I see is there's less surface area, which is not good. Less surface area means less heat transfer. And with the extra power they're pumping in for the 7000 series, it's going to be tough. Next physical difference, obviously, is going to be the pins. Another difference is they actually changed the manufacturing. On the 5000 series, it writes here, diffused in US, diffused in Taiwan, made in China. But for the 7000 series, it's diffused in Taiwan and made in Malaysia. And that's the physical difference with the 5000 series and the 7000 series. Now we go on into the preparations. I have all the motherboards. So I have, this is a Aorus Z690 board and Aorus X570 Elite and the X670E Aorus Master. Which GPU should I use? The AMD 6900 XT or a RTX 3090? I would like to do both, but we will see how is it with time. And another thing that I prepped already is the test bench. It's a 240mm radiator. I foresee me needing a 360 radiator. So for today, I'm probably gonna set up for the 7000 series, the 7950X, just to make sure that the OS is fine, install all the games, all the benchmark software to set up for tomorrow. LGA socket, very similar to Intel's 12th gen. Oh, look at that. So there's a triangle at the top left. And yep, there's a triangle at the top left. Look at that. I think I don't need to take the plastic piece out. It will just pop up by itself. Let's see. Ooh. Wow. Look at that. I'm just gonna do P method. Okay, everything is set up. So when I say we are in competition with channels like Linus Tech Tips, Gamer Nexus, don't forget they have a lot bigger teams than I do, a lot more expertise. I would think they get the CPU a lot sooner. You know, they ask, hey MSI, can you send me this motherboard? They're like, okay, tick. You know what I mean? That guy. So for us, we are a small team, a fraction of the viewership of Linus Tech Tips. There are some compromises that I have to take, but it's okay. We work with what we have for now. Okay, it's 5 AM at the moment. I came by just to install Windows, get the games downloaded, installed so that I don't have to wait when I come back into the office later in the afternoon. I did see this 240 radiator being a problem and I believe it is. I just opened Cinebench and it's going up to 73 degrees. What's up? It's definitely going to throttle. It's throttling at 95 degrees. Yep, running at 4.5 megahertz instead of the 5.5. So to put it in perspective, the 5950X Cinebench score is 25,536. The 12900 KF is 27,000 and the 7950X is 34,902 and it's throttling. If you have better cooling, you can push this CPU even more. To be fair, it's just one run, but with this result, we can kind of see where this CPU stands. And at the moment, it's a good 15 to 20% improvement. Change out the CPU cooler, make sure everything is updated properly, and then we'll run it again. Time check, 6:45 PM. Just finished shooting the iPhone video and I got the 360mm radiator, all-in-one water cooling, and the RTX 3090 MSI Supreme. Oh yeah. At this point, it's basically just benchmarking, which is the most tedious part of doing a review. But it's something we gotta do. Benchmarking will give me the first P, which is performance. And under performance, there are subcategories. CPU performance using CPU benchmarks, software including Cinebench, Blender, Premiere Pro. Gaming performance, especially games that are CPU bound, Valorant and CSGO. Temperatures of the CPU. And lastly, power and efficiency. Bruh. Let's go through the results. After using the 360mm AIO cooler with the Ryzen 9 7950X, I managed to get 36,945 points on the multi-core performance at 5.1 GHz. It's not the boost clock speed, but that's because of the temperature. It gets to 95 degrees, it's locked temperature, so you can get more if you overclock, or rather unlock the temperatures. And for single core performance, it's at 2065. Just comparing it with the 240mm AIO cooler, it's quite obvious you need a good CPU cooler for this hot boy. I also benchmarked the Ryzen 5 7600X with the 360mm CPU cooler. I am able to use it at the boost speed of 5.3 GHz, as the spec says, at 85 degrees Celsius, and managed to get 14,901 points for multi-core performance and 1925 on single core performance at 105 watts. Now comparing all the results with Intel 12th Gen and AMD's 5000 series CPU, you can see the 7000 series having big improvements. The Intel 12600K runs at 145 watts and gets 17,680 points for multi-core performance and 1874 for the single core performance. Do note that the 12600K has 4 extra E-cores. The more accurate comparison would be the 12600 with 6 cores, 12 threads, running at 115 watts, and it got 13,579 on multi-core and 1839 on single-core performance. I have made a table showing off the efficiency of Cinebench points per wattage. AMD is definitely more efficient. However, the gap is a lot bigger on the higher-end CPUs than the mid-end CPUs. The next test we tested was productivity, and it was the biggest claim that AMD announced. And oh golly, it's pretty good, especially on the 7950X. Why is this important? Because the faster your project can render, the less time you need to wait and the more you can do, the more you can work lah. Because looking at Premiere Pro's test, there's a difference of 6 minutes for a 18 to 24 minute render project. But imagine you have a project 10 times bigger, the result is compounded. Next, gaming benchmarks. The 7000 series kills it with games like CSGO and Valorant. Most notably, Valorant. For AAA games, there is a good improvement, but do note the software I use for my benchmark doesn't work with the 7000 series, so we're using Afterburner instead of Frame View. But playing games with this CPU, no problem. For AAA games, a bit of improvement, but not that big lah. However, the only problem that we face is Cyberpunk. Somehow it's bottlenecking the GPU. It runs only at 60% instead of the 100% on a close 99%. But I got a feeling it's more of the game optimization than the hardware itself. So, the 7000 series seems to be better on all aspects, but the most important question is price. How is the pricing? For now, because this is a collaboration with Aftershock, I can get the pricing from them, but only can get it tomorrow or maybe later. I'm not sure. Alright, tomorrow is the launch already. Fun experience. It's been tough. Let's go. Okay, wow, new day. How many t-shirts I changed? Today we will find the pricing. I set up a meeting with Marcus, the founder of Aftershock, and there he is. Marcus is the founder and he's also the product manager, so he does a lot of the what parts to sell and the pricing. The most importantly is pricing. The thing that I want to find out from you is the pricing specifically for the 7600X and the 7950X.
We're going to launch it first on the configurator, so you'll be able to customize a PC with any of the 7000 series chips, as well as any motherboards and RAM options. I think the best way to tell you guys is that we'll be launching 3 ready-to-ship builds, essentially with the 7000 series. And we have decided that with the 7000 series, it makes the most sense to pair it with a higher-end card like the 3080. The reason being that the bunk cost, motherboard plus RAM plus CPU of the 7000 series is from a high starting point. So when you build a PC, you generally want it to be a balanced configuration. So we sort of internally decided that pairing it with 3080 is the best bet.
So you're talking about the 7600 X with a 3080.
Correct.
So how much that?
So we have a build ready, and it's going to be about $2,850 for a 7600X plus 3080.
Right, and then it's like with the motherboard, like the DDR5 RAM,
6000 megahertz.
yeah, 6000 hertz. You don't have the 7950X pricing around.
We have the pricing for the chip.
But cannot say lah.
This one actually this is an IPM one.
Yeah.
So which we can say.
Okay, we got the price for the 7950X and
It
it's...
starts from 975.
Last question is, you haven't really seen my review, but you've done your own review. What do you think of the 7000 series?
I think the high-end chips are exceptional for productivity use.
Yeah.
For gaming use, if you're going to build a PC and you're going to spend on the high end, some gamers will still prioritize the GPU as their main area because generally what we see is people have a budget to make it.
Correct.
So when you build a PC, it's all about finding the balance between the components that you want.
Yeah.
For the mid-range chips, 7600X and 770X, we think that because now they're only available with X670 motherboards.
It's not here or there yet, right?
X670 motherboards are expensive.
Yeah.
So what it ends up is you have quite a high cost overall when you combine it with the RAM and the motherboard. That's DDR5, right? So what we think is that as more motherboards are released, like B650 boards eventually will arrive and all that, so you have more value options for the motherboards, then it'll become a more and more attractive proposition because they are powerful chips after all.
I agree. Yeah.
But when it comes to looking at the chips power, it's all subjective to what's available on the market.
Yeah.
So when the competition launches new chips, it'll be interesting to see how they compare.
Alright, yeah. I mean, I did write a bit of my conclusion already. I just didn't have the price. So thank you, Marcus.
No worries.
And we will go on to conclusion. Me and my intern have been working hard every day, so please subscribe. It will really mean a lot in the journey. So let's get into the conclusion. No doubt AMD's Ryzen 9 7950X is the fastest CPU in the consumer market at the moment, especially for productivity. High-end CPUs, especially when they are the best, is always like this. It's on the pricey side. And if you're price cautious, you won't even consider the 7950X. Maybe in dreams. Everyone will want the best of the best. So I can see people that need single core performance and multi-core performance in a somewhat value. I say value because we talk about Epic and Threadripper CPUs for productivity. So it's quite a niche market. The 7600X, however, I struggle to find a good reason now to choose this value option. Even though I don't have the exact price of the CPU itself, you have to consider all the other components, including CPU cooler because of the higher temps. Motherboard is going to be expensive because of the new LGA socket. And DDR5 now is literally 2 times more expensive. It's gonna add up, and based on Aftershock pricing, it's 815 extra for all of this. Which, if you look at Aftershock's other products, like the AMD Level 9, it has the 5950X with an RTX 3080 Ti. So yeah, I believe for gamers, they rather have a better GPU than a better CPU, which honestly, the 5950X would be a better CPU also. So I believe gamers would rather have a better GPU and CPU than RAM, at least for now. At least for now. But as I always said before, in time, price will always go down. It's a guarantee DDR5 RAM will be cheaper in a year time. At least that's what I remember when DDR4 came out in 2014. I mean, I'm not sure whether you all remembered, just a year ago, the 5600X was $550. But now it's $240. It's just time. Sometimes you just have to wait. But this is for you to choose. That's why we all love PC building, right? We can choose, pick, customize. Yeah. Long story short, 7000 series, good. Price, not so good. At least not yet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this new style of review. Let me know if you have any feedback, anything in particular you like, anything you don't like, I will add, I will make better, I will continue doing it. Let me know. I want to have a conversation with you guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, which is gonna be next week. 4000 series coming out. Exciting. Look at my face, so excited. Not tired at all. I'm done. Yeah, it's been long. Yeah, wow. How many times I changed t-shirt? Many times.